It's the fourth and final quarterfinal game on this SFL Sunday night in Baltimore, and it features a clash of two league titans. For the third straight season, the Scorpions face off with the Vultures, but this time it's not for a championship, it's for a spot in the semifinals. Baltimore versus Arizona Mark III comes your way next. All season, they combined for just under 2,000 receiving yards, as Cameron mentioned, but a lot of weapons for Wigmore, one of the best in the league, and he hits Ivory Irvin with his first catch, dragging a defender to the 35-yard line. That's Eddie Gage, the Hall of Famer, on the stop. But another big completion for Wigmore. He's getting everybody involved on this first drive.
Looking very impressive.
One of the things that you reported from Eddie Gage is they were focused on stopping the run. Baltimore will throw for the fourth straight time, and Wigmore hits Caesar Ackerman for the second time this drive. Baltimore is in the red zone on just 4 plays. Yeah, no doubt, no rust to be found for Baltimore here on their first offensive and defensive possessions. Wigmore backsteps, fires, another completion for Wigmore. So Gaines with the first carry out of the backfield, the first run for Baltimore. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it again. Gaines again, outside, and this time it works. A masterful first drive from the Vultures.
Showed up when you needed him most.
A lot of guys on this Baltimore franchise that have adopted personas like that. Ashley Jackson, with her team now trailing, will fire across her body, and Donnie Hands, who had a brilliant game last week to get Arizona to this quarterfinal, makes the catch. First of the day for the Scorpions, but Igor Barbatov, their standout tackle, is down on the play. That has changed things up, if not outright derailed things, and Barbatov is a big loss for the Scorpions. Jackson's pass is right into a tight window. That is caught by James Hands.
And instead, that already puts them into red zone territory right here. A big momentum shift from what we saw earlier.
Jackson will throw again into tight coverage, and James Hands makes the catch over that elite 2,000-yard plateau this season. Just his second carry tonight. Here's the give to the fullback, and Williams will score. Justin Williams caps off a perfect answer drive from Arizona. 32-yard catch and run for Chima. Here's a strong toss to T-Roy Gaines. Gaines slips out of the tackle and gets to the outside. One man to beat up the sidelines goes T-Roy Gaines, and he is finally pushed down by linebacker Sean Moore. Third and goal from the 5. Wigmore sprint out to his left, and the lefty will toss it out to Gaines, and Arizona was ready for that one.
Great pursuit, great poise.
Here comes the Shark, one of the league's all-time great field goal kickers, all-time league leader in both attempts and makes. 2 semifinals coming your way a week from tonight, next Sunday, ahead of the league championship in a couple of weeks. Here's a give to Justin Williams, and Williams with the run, of first down and more out inside the 40-yard line. Brilliant run. Elijah Warfield on the hits.
Prepared to play today, and both of them doing a great job finding a hole and accelerating.
Jackson, deep bomb, and actually she looked kind of like she was going deeper than she did, and ends up getting a 15-yard gain to James Hands. Those two guys have been doing this their thing together in this backfield for a long time. Loshaw shows blitz and comes back as Jackson rolls out to her right. Ashley to the end zone and throws it through a tight window to TJ Punk. Touchdown, Arizona. They've got the lead for the first time. Offensive line after this play. 3 in the backfield. Gaines gets the give. Gaines breaks the tackle of Garrison, gets outside, stays in bounds, breaks away from Eddie Gage, and here he goes again. T-Roy Gaines across midfield. He's had a super first half already, and he adds to it with another huge run. He's the tailback by trade. He's quite a bit smaller than T-Roy, and he threw one of the blocks. Wigmore is going to fire that one into tight coverage, and that's hauled in by Baltimore's number 88. We just saw TJ Punk. That catch by Irvin technically went for 9. That's his only pass completion that has not gone for double-digit yards. Gaines again. Gaines dives, touchdown to T-Roy Gaines.
Big throws really not wear herself out, having to go 30, 40 passes a game.
No doubt. Under pressure here, she's going to shake out, and she will be taken down. This team allowed the fewest sacks in the league this regular season, only 3 in 12 games.
Does a good job of penetrating that offensive line.
I was just about to say, after you said what you said on the last play, that Arizona's done a great job of keeping her upright, not there. And now Jackson throws a pick. Something else that didn't happen all that much this regular season.
Really drive killers such as that right there.
No doubt about it. Arizona actually had a negative turnover differential in the regular season. Bit of a surprise. Wigmore fires. Irvin's wide open. He has to fall back to make the catch, but does so for a gain of 14. Arizona shows blitz. They'll back off as Wigmore fires, hits Irvin in stride again. Inside the 30 he goes, and finally rolled down by Parker Thomas. One more note on the last play defensively for the Vultures. VP, not bad for a guy who was brought into the league mid-season, ended up captaining Baltimore to a championship in his first season in the league. Trying to do it again, and he will. Look, he looks like he's primed to do that. An interception in the end zone to finally kill off Minnesota last week. Looking for one here. Wigmore fires, and that is caught. Perfect pass from Wigmore. Mac Chima on the catch. Touchdown, Vultures. Baltimore with the better of that first half in all phases, and they turn the only turnover into 7 points. Part of the reason for this 10-point difference as we start the second half. Baltimore will get the ball first. Daley Holder, the league veteran, on this return. Some space for Daley Holder out to the right sideline. No one else in your viewing picture. And Daley Holder, the 11-season Baltimore Vulture, kicks off the second half with a kick six. 15 points or more both times a season ago, and a 17-point lead for them here. Third down, Jackson all day will go deep downfield and instead finds Giovanni Bolts, his second pick of the night. Flips out of a tackle, gets out of a second one to the sideline. He's brought down by James Hands.
If you're Arizona, of course, you got to get them off the field first, and that's no easy task.
Wigmore will keep them on the field. Daley Holder with the catch. That's his first of the day, which came from about this part of the field in the second quarter. 3 minutes expired in the third. Deep drop for Wigmore. Under pressure. He'll check it down short. Gaines has a convoy in front, and it will be a walk-in touchdown for T-Roy Gaines. His third of the night. Touchdown of the playoffs. Arizona not dead yet by any means, but they need to get things started in a hurry. Jackson looking for a counterpunch. Instead, she throws a pick. Second straight interception by this Baltimore defense.
Trying to find a way to give yourself a spark right now just to get back in this game. And you know, really time becomes a factor as well, being down like they are. And it's just it's a tough combination to crack. What it is that sets them head and shoulders above other teams in the past. And that's why. Great poise and just a great game plan.
Here's another great run. They will give T-Roy Gaines a first down.
Through the air to now going back to this sturdy run game, obviously eating up yardage and eating up time.
And Gaines is going to try to eat up this left sideline. Leaves Everett Garrison in his wake. Gets past Eddie Gage and then thrown down by Parker Thomas at the 10-yard line. Third down and goal from the 3. Arizona needs another stop. Gaines breaks away. Can he get outside? Yes, he can. Never in doubt. Touchdown number 4 for T-Roy Gaines. Baltimore up by 30. Like the Scorpions, it is really tough to catch up to these Vultures. They have not been able to do so far in the second half. Jackson trying to change it. Instead, she throws her fourth pick. Returnable for Loshaw. It's AJ on the hit, stopping what could have been a touchdown for the other Troy Loshaw.
To make well-timed, well-thought-out passes, and it shows.
Gaines absolutely obliterates Gamble again, and I think he will be okay if I steal his catchphrase. They've moved Iverson Gamble back to safety. That paved the way for Thomas to take over a role on the outside. Wigmore sidearm sling, and Daley Holder makes the catch over top.
Too much of tonight in this game, which is a field goal attempt.
Just the second one tonight for Shark Tarkington. The ageless wonder, 40-yard attempts is good in the postseason over those last 6 seasons since I've been here in season 15. 16-1, about to make it 17-1. Jackson trying to change that. Wide open is Donnie Hands. Up the sidelines he goes, gets away from Loshaw, and Bolt escorts him out of bounds. Won last week, so they already have a playoff win this season. This is an SFL staple as Arlovsky makes that catch around the coverage of Elijah Warfield, and Ryan Arlovsky, who had just 3 catches in the regular season, has been a big piece of this second half. It's first and goal.
I think, like as you mentioned, a lot to be proud of, just at the staple of excellence that they have really put together.
Empty backfield from the 2-yard line, and Jackson's pass is caught by Donnie Hand, who had the winning touchdown in the final 90 seconds last week. He's into the end zone here in the quarterfinals. Touchdown, Arizona. They're on the board in the second half. Baltimore is going to do the same thing here. Alaska won the championship all 3 of those seasons. Baltimore is going to try to do it again. A big second half from the Baltimore Vultures. They've got win number 1 on their quest to an unprecedented 5 straight SFL championships. The 3rd straight postseason meeting between these 2 storied SFL franchises. They're all going the way of the Vultures. Baltimore wins big to move on into the semifinals.